Eskom has cited high demand and urgent maintenance at some power stations for its failure to keep the lights on. The power utility has also struggled with generating capacity as it continues to implement rolling blackouts. Coal-rich Mpumalanga supplies nearly 80% of electricity in South Africa. The province boasts 12 coal-fired power stations. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo is looking closely at those power stations. He's at Duva Power Station in Emalahleni. A very good afternoon to Tumelo. What are you seeing?
Well, good afternoon to you, Nzinga. We are just here at the Duva Power Station. This power station behind me has about 6 units. Of each of those units boast about 600 megawatts, a combined megawatts of about 3,000 600 megawatts of energy that is generated here at this power station behind me. But I can tell you that since we've been here this afternoon, Nzinga, 4 of these cooling towers actually that seems to be working, and 2 of them seems that they are not working, because the 4 there's still a plume of smoke that is still coming out of this power station, but 2 of them seems like they are not working. You remember that Eskom did say that they want at least 12 units to be back into generation by the end of this week, and they were hoping at least 7 of those units will be up and running by Monday. That's when they started rolling out these load shedding, and that's when they said we're going to go to stage 4 load shedding. But we understand that some of these power stations, such as this one, they don't not all of the units are operational, and they're not generating anything to the grid. We know that also at the Kendal power station that shut down on Friday last week, only 2 of the units were managed to be back online, and 1 of the units is still not back online, and there is also a struggle there. You remember that Mpumalanga has about 12 power stations, and those power stations, they contribute nearly 80% of the power that we have in South Africa, and some of these power stations have not been working. These power stations were built years ago. Even this one behind me, it was fully commissioned in 1984, and it was first it was started building in 1975, and then these are some of the aging infrastructure that we've been told by experts that have been saying that because of all the infrastructure, aging infrastructure, and also poor maintenance, it's leading to this load shedding. We've been speaking to communities, especially those who live around these power stations, telling us that also they are struggling with electricity because they're also affected by the load shedding. But also what's important is that what's actually been communities been saying is that, you know, they don't mind load shedding, but it's that the fact that their appliances get damaged whenever they have load shedding, and that has been the sentiment from people that we've been speaking to throughout the day, Nzinga, saying to us that, you know, these outages is actually affecting them. Their businesses are being affected, but also their appliances, they have to buy appliances every now and then because they're being affected by these rolling blackouts that we've been having in the country. We are here at the Duva Power Station, and I can tell you that in Nzinga, 4 of these cooling towers seem to be working, and 2 of them not working. We remember that they have about 6 of them, and they boast about 600, each of them 600 megawatts, and that is what they contribute towards the energy, the grid rather, in South Africa. Nzinga?
Tumelo Machogo giving us an update from Mpumalanga there as we take a look at the rolling blackouts that are plaguing South Africa and the challenges that those pose.